Has anybody developed a curriculum like you're
No,
suggesting
not that I know of.
today?
We haven't.
Is there a reason why?
We're not in the business of developing curricula. I mean, we're a religious institution that also happens to have an archive going back 350 years, which has mostly been in the rabbi's closet and in boxes up in a warehouse. And only a year and a half ago were we able, since we're not a history institution, we just happen to have all this history we're sitting on. A year and a half ago, we transferred it to a state-of-the-art facility out in New Jersey where we knew it would be safe, so it wouldn't get, that wouldn't be rained on or something. And all the documents destroyed. And now we need funding to hire someone to go through it. And that's from the 17th century to the present. Most of it is 19th and 20th century. But we have, catalogs, membership, real estate, wills. I mean, it's potentially a treasure trove for an historian.
Would your congregation potentially entertain a joint venture, or a portion of the money could be grant money, another portion could come from your own congregation?
Yeah. We created something called the 1654 Society some years ago in order to preserve the historic patrimony of the congregation. And also includes, Esme referred to the Chatham Square Cemetery, which has, I think the oldest stone there is from the 1680s, and has Revolutionary War graves and stones and so on. So on Memorial Day weekend every year, we have a ceremony at. So yes, there's a 1654 Society which we have, of which there are friends, and that money goes towards the preservation of these historical artifacts.
I think you have a burial ground on West 11th Street.
Yes, we have several around the city of burial grounds. Chatham Square, I think, was the earliest, but yes. Yeah.
What, if any, relationship do you have with the Center for Jewish History?
We have Esme. That's our relationship.
I worked
The center.
I worked there for 3.5 years at the American Sephardi Federation, which is located in the Center for Jewish History, so I know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to, let's see, we're running a little bit behind, but let's bear with us. Has anybody got a schedule they got a meeting today?
I'm going to leave in a few minutes, but
You want to?
Jim was going to, I can really relate to Glenn's status report of condition of the archives. We have archives that are now in a office building that's destined for extinction, and Jim is shepherding all of our valuable historical resources as the sacred property manager. So we can relate to this condition of having a treasure of resources that are sort of behind the closet door at this point. And our purpose in being part of the History Center is to celebrate that history, that heritage, and to make the public, whether it's through curriculum or other means, to really resonate with his thoughts. Yeah.
Very good.
For example, one of his ancestors is shown in record books.
Chris, yes.
Very good, thank you. I would like next to have Steve Weiss. Steve's sitting in for Captain Reynolds, who I think is getting the ship back in the...
He's tied up with a lot of things. He's busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
Okay.
He's got lots of other things going on. The last slide is that. Yeah, he did want to send his apologies that he wasn't able to make it today, but this is the case with a non-profit organization. You have to wear many hats, and Chip is very good at doing that. All right. You prefer me sitting or standing?
Either way, whatever you're
I
comfortable
don't feel
with.
like standing up and sitting.
That's fine.
All right. Well, this project is actually something that's very exciting for those of us here at the New Netherlands Museum and the Rebel Ship Half Moon, because that's really what we're all about, is this notion of developing curriculum and working with schools and educating. That's our purpose. Our flagship program really has been our Voyages of Discovery. I don't know how many people are familiar with that, but we actually sail our ship with 7th and 8th grade students. But we haven't just limited it to that. We've also expanded to include high school students as well as college students. We actually sail the ship on the river. With college students, we take it a little further afield, get out onto the open ocean, and then we've covered several other rivers. But that has been really the focus of our mission initially with the Half Moon. And what we've done, our 7th and 8th grade program is specifically has helped us to develop some curriculum guides, because we realize we can't serve enough students. You can only take so many voyages a year, and you can only take so many students. So as a result, we've decided we need to move into the classroom. And in order to do that, we've developed, as has the New Netherlands Project, we've also developed some curriculum guides, and we've worked with teachers, New York State teachers, and volunteers and members of our organization to help develop curriculum guides. And as the New Netherlands Project has also done, New Netherlands Institute, we focus on the 4th and 7th grade, because in the New York State curriculum, that's when we touch on the wars and the whole notion of New Netherlands. So we have our 4th grade curriculum here, as well as our 7th grade curriculum here. And as I mentioned, we developed this specifically with teachers, and it's actually very, it's all tied in with the New York State standards. We have a little matrix that shows everything that's tied in. We have lesson plans already set up for
Here you
teachers
are
to use.
on the internet.
Oh, there we are, yes. Click here to find out more. If you click there, I start talking. No, it's what we do is, this is one of the ways that we get ourselves into the classroom. Now, we've distributed or sold, actually, on our site, over 800 copies of our 4th and 8th grade curriculum. So it's out there. You were asking about numbers. This is out there in great numbers. And we have really kind of spread the word, and it's got, now the teachers love it because it's got prepackaged lesson plans. They can pick 1 or 2 at a time if they want to use them. If they don't have time to do all 8 or 9, they can just pick the ones that work for them. They're interdisciplinary. In addition to, it's not just history, it's not just social studies, but it covers math and science. We have science components there, and links it all together onto the auspices of the New Netherlands experience. I've actually developed a program also to get into the classrooms for those people that can't get down to actually see the ship. We do dockside tours and school tours, but those that can't get down to see the ship, we've developed an in-school program. We call it our Classroom Discovery Program, and that's where we actually, I have a little brochure on this. We go into the classroom, and in conjunction with our curriculum guides, as part of the Discovery Program, the teachers get the curriculum guides, and we do some of the lessons from the program right there in the classroom. We bring artifacts from the ship. I brought several of them here. We have a traverse board and brass quadrant. These are some of the things we bring into the classroom so the students can see and feel and touch the things we do. We also tell Native Americans from the area, so we bring in, this is a Seawant, showing some of the tools that the natives would use, the natural materials that they would have had access to. All in an attempt to give students a real hands-on touching and seeing and feeling things. That's our Classroom Discovery Program, but that also helps us to distribute our curriculum throughout the areas that we travel. And we travel everywhere from, I just did, in February, I did 6 presentations in the Boston City Schools. I go as far south as Delaware. I was just on Tuesday down in Croton, and they're bringing with a school in Manhattan. You were mentioning New York City. They're partnering with a school, School 51 in Manhattan, to work on.
Can you tell us about your new curriculum you're developing?
Well, yes, and that's I was going to segue into that. As I mentioned, the Native American component is really important. We're actually developing a new curriculum. It's called the Indians of the Hudson Valley. That's going to be an additional curriculum that is ready to go to press even as we speak. And we're also developing another curriculum called In the Wake of Henry Hudson.